Uh, hey everybody. I just wanted to hey y'all, I just wanted to check in with y'all. Kind of give y'all an update. Hey everybody. Just want to give a little update. Just giving a little update. I hope y'all are well. I hope y'all are well. Hey, so I'm not doing a reading today. I'm just coming to tell y'all give y'all an update on me, baby mystic and teeny mystic. Uh hey. So we just had a hurricane issue in California. We did get a lot of wind and weather here in Arizona, which honestly, to me personally, was extremely pleasant. Being from Louisiana, and I know how that weather can go. It was not. I wasn't personally afraid. My condolences to anyone who has lost anyone or anything sentimental to them during the hurricane season. I mean, that hurricane that came in through southern Baja California. I'm just, you know, I'm so sorry for anybody's loss. Um, yeah, I never want my comfort to be at the expense of someone else. Uh, wow. Also, I was trying to like hold off on it because I know there's some people talking about it, and but rest in peace to the people concerning Maui. Uh, there is a Hawaiian goddess that came to me before this happened, and her name is a four-letter word. It's Hina. Hina or Hina. But let me say something to y'all. I don't know why a volcano is significant right now at this time. Something they may try to maybe try to get a volcano to erupt. But I'm going to say this. We're going to see a lot more activity of water, okay? We're going to start seeing more underwater activity. Um, this is to me is unfortunate because I feel like some sicko is trying to do one of the movies, The Day After Tomorrow. One of these child, when I tell you, sorry. Sorry y'all. Okay. Y'all still with me? I don't know what this is about this Day After Tomorrow video. Like the what's another one? Um Come on y'all. Not The Day After Tomorrow, but uh uh um it's that movie where it's like the Mayan calendar one. 2012. Okay? Thank y'all for y'all well wishes. And let me just say this to y'all. I am learning how to walk according to what benefits me and my children the best. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone else. However, um, I do not believe in the word hope. For me personally, I hope is such a vague term. Okay, when I say I hope you succeed, I don't know what that hope is supposed to be standing on. I know I have a lot of Christian witches that watch me, and of course I have to go from a biblical standpoint of view, because I know a lot of y'all gonna hit me with the New Testament. Y'all gonna be like, hope is the things, is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Well, first of all, hope is supposed to be built on something. According to that scripture, it's supposed to be the evidence of things that you cannot see. So hope is supposed to materialize whatever that wish is for that person. Okay? But the way that the world moves today, I feel like that word hope has become a bit convoluted. So I don't I don't personally put my hope in anything. I don't put my hope in anything. You put trust in something, you put faith in something. And I know this is going again, this is for me. I think where a lot of people get caught up and mixed up is that you hear something and you hear where somebody is on their journey, and because it doesn't resonate with you, you feel like you have to rebuttal. You feel like you have to debate. What I'm saying for me is not a for debate. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm choosing to be. Okay? I've moved away from hope. Hope has carried me for the last 36, 37 years. Hope did its best to carry me when my child passed away. I'm not in a predicament or a place anymore where hope can carry me further. I don't carry hope. Hope doesn't carry me. I don't want to be bothered with hope. Hope doesn't want to be bothered with me. So hope can move the hell up on out my way. If it ain't tangible already, I don't want to deal with it. If it's not tangible, and I'm talking about from a perspective of dealing with people, I hope you feel better. I hope you get this job. I hope you. There's no. People can say that and still, and their intentions be convoluted. I don't want to deal with hope in the respect of taking that from a person. I just there's so that's just where I'm at. That's where I choose to walk. I'm choosing to, and that's just me. I feel like that's an upgrade. If I'm leaving that over there, then I can walk into something more promising. That's just the way that I'm taking this life journey. Congratulations where you are. This is where I am. I choose to celebrate me as I celebrate others. We're not all on the same page. And I respect my journey like I respect everybody else's. Okay? Also, I don't. You said a fire truck passed. So let me say this. I feel like there are entities along with certain world powers that are trying to they are trying to. Ooh, my I got tongue tied just now. They are trying to trigger an ELE. Listen to me very carefully. All right, because what I'm getting ready to say next, y'all may not know what an ELE is. An ELE is an extinction level event. Okay, I will never forget. I got turned on to this phrase in the '90s, when Busta Rhymes came out with his album called Extinction Level Event. I think he has two albums called this, one part one, one part two. I grew up as a Busta Rhymes fan because my brother was extremely hardcore on hip hop. Busta Rhymes, Craig Mack, that kind of thing. Like my brother was into it. So I do feel like there are certain entities and world leaders they're trying to trigger an ELE. They are trying to do it through natural causes because it's too hard for them to do it by means of the civil means. Oh, baby. So they're trying to do that, but here's the thing. It's like a final fight or what you call a final countdown. Because that's what I just heard. The final countdown. Um, I'm really feeling the energy that there are energies and entities who I'm here. Okay, these are. I'm gonna just say these words because they're coming to me like this. I heard hijacked. I'm hearing the word hijacked, but I just want y'all to know that there are entities that are alien like that has been released. I woke up this morning to seeing a vision of what looked like the black ambiote from the Venom movie outside of my window. Okay. I also had a vision, and this is between me waking up out of my sleep, this rising, of a bunch of scrambled energies that were in between, like a matrix like Mr. Smith type of energy. Okay? The matrix itself as we know it is being decoded and falling apart. Listen to me and oh my God. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. People think because you're spiritual that you're supposed to be immune to certain diseases and different things like that. You don't know why certain things would be used in your life. For example, there was a man, okay? There was a man who was a devout Catholic. This man prayed every day. Listen to me. Listen to me carefully. This man prayed every day. He did so many Hail Marys. The woman knew him by first name basis. All right? Quick story. Man lived in Indiana. He worked at the steel mill factory. All right? That man one day woke up, was driving, got into a car accident. It was a small fender bender. But what ended up happening was this man ended up getting a headache from it. And instead of him going to work every day like he did for the last 30 something years, not missing one day, that man chose to go to the doctor. The doctor told him, you strain parts on your left side of your body. You need to rest. Because this was a small town in Indiana at the time, way back in the day, 60s, 50s, that kind of thing. This doctor knew his boss first name basis. So he said, listen, Ralphie is going to let you take a few days off. Hell, Ralphie will let you take a week off because you never take your vacation. You've never taken a vacation. So he tells him, look, go home, take a few aspirin. Hell, get a beer, put your feet up, watch TV, take a nap. He says, but just don't go to work. So the man gets in the car and he's feeling lost because out of 30 years of his life, Not once has he missed work. He's went there sick. He's went there rain, shine, sleet, snow, hail, tornado. He didn't care. He was always at work. And he felt like because he was going to miss a few days, he didn't have a point to prove anymore. That he was still useful and all this other stuff. So he gets home and he calls his boss. And he tells Ralphie, hey man, look, I got in this accident, but I ain't gonna lie, I started feeling a little lightheaded and dizzy. I had to go to the doctor, and the doctor gave me. And so Ralphie said, hey, look, the doctor beat you to it. Call me and let me know what the scenario was. Take a week off on me. He was like, hey, look, I'll even have the wife drop some milk and cookies off to you, okay? We just want you to rest. You're one of our best workers. We're not worried about it. It's not going to mess with your pension. And he's like, everything's going smooth, and he's just trying to figure out, like, what's going on. He's like, don't worry about it. We're going to get somebody to take your place just until you get back on your feet. So he's sitting there, and he's watching TV, and then he starts walking back and forth, and he's stressing the hell out, right? And it's because he is not in his mode. He's not in his function. 30 years of this same function every day, and he just could not understand how to maneuver without being in this function. And you know what ended up happening? He ended up chilling out. It was like, listen, this happened for a reason. I'm just going to go ahead on chill out. I'm going to watch my TV. After a while, he pick up his rosary. He starts praying. After a while, he puts it down. He's watching TV. He picks up his rosary. He starts praying. And then all of a sudden, watch this. He gets furious. And he starts praying. And he's like, God, I want to know why this happened to me. He's like, I want to know why this happened to me. Why this happened to me the way it happened to me, and it disrupted my freaking life. Why? He gets no answer. The next day, same scenario. He ends up getting pissed during the day, prayed, no answer. Kept doing this until the whole week rolled by. He goes back to work next week. Listen to me carefully, because this is going to bless somebody, including me. The man gets to work, and the job is as solemn as he's ever seen it. There's no upbeat energy. Nobody's clowning. Nobody's joking. There's no yelling on the yard. There's no, speaking in codes. None of that. He gets in the layman's office. He closes the door. He puts his lunchbox on the desk, and he's like, man, it's good to be back, but why is everybody acting like death hit? He said, because it did. The guy that took your place was standing haphazardly up underneath a forklift that was carrying a bar of steel, and it slit, fell and crushed the guy dead. The guy that replaced this dude got killed by something it would have happened to him. So the reason why certain things happen, sometimes we don't know, and a lot of times it's out of our control. But then when we start seeing everything as the smoke clears, then we start realizing, wow, so this is why, or this is what the point was. Now, it's unfortunate that this man's life was taken because of a situation where someone had the slip of a finger while operating a forklift. Okay? That guy ended up having to be reevaluated because little did we know, for the last 10 years, the man was showing up drunk on the job, and because didn't nobody want to report him, that ended up happening, and the man lost his life. But guess what? It just was not that man's time to go. It wasn't his time to go. And sometimes unfortunate things happen to people, whether good or bad. Sometimes those things happen. However, unfortunately, and fortunately, because there's the other side of the coin, somebody's life is saved in the process. Sometimes it takes a dumb robber to go in the store to rob the wrong store. And then their life get taken, and then don't nobody else have to worry about that robber going in the store ever again. That'd be his last goddamn robbery he tried to attempt. It's unfortunate, but guess what? Sometimes rabid dogs got to get put down. So the reason why I'm saying this is there are a lot of events that are going to be happening from now until 2025 that is not going to make sense to a lot of people. Listen to me. Some of you will be afforded and allotted to leave the country. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say this in a very clean and direct and respectful way. Do not choose Africa as the only continent that your behind can go and live in. There are so many other places that you can move to that has a melanated community in them. You just need to do your research. Stop running to Africa for every freaking thing. Don't think these people going to always want you and have their arms open to you. There's a lot of conflict of interest going on in Africa right now. It's a lot of Africa that's up for sale, being divvied up between Russia and China. You best make up your mind to go somewhere else other than Africa. Because it's looking like a little battleground in the making, if you ask me. Stop going where you look like those people, and go where you're going to be celebrated. Just because you look like them don't mean they going to celebrate you. I have lived in Africa before, and it was not the most pleasant experience. It was not. And the majority of the hatred I got was from females, women. And I was pregnant with my son. They got melanated communities that are made of black Americans in Mexico, different parts of Mexico, different parts of South America. Hell, they even got them in Europe. Y'all want to sit here and make fun of Tina Turner, but she went where she was celebrated and protected. She didn't need to go to the... And for some of you, you may find that Africa may gel with your energy. I'm gonna sit here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I got off that plane, I did not feel a welcome home energy. I felt welcome, but I didn't feel welcome home. So for some of you, this is gonna resonate, and for some of you, this is not gonna resonate. Others of you, you just gonna have to stay here. Your ancestors is here. You from here. It's just what this is just where it's at. Because there are some things that's getting ready to happen. And as the moon gets full, there's going to be another event that is going to happen. I cannot see whether this is social or natural. But let me just tell y'all this. What's happening in the government right now? They are doing their best. Absolute best to create issues to keep us from learning the facts of this whole Biden administration. Be paying attention at this time. You you get me? Capiche? Because there's going to be a lot of unfoldings happening. Allegedly, the FBI has been fighting to keep those Epstein logs covered up. They have no choice but to make them public. It is coming very fast. There have been dark entities like Smiths, and they look like Terminator energies, and that black symbiote energy from Venom. They are all pissed because their time is up. Also, I see in my mind's eye, there's an excavation happening somewhere. I don't know if this is in Cambodia. I don't know if this is in the Mayan flats. But I do see like a Mayan pyramid or Aztecan pyramid. I must be the truth. You hear that? Only when I start talking like this. There's something going on in the air. I bring up that story about that man working at that steel mill because I sat here and I asked myself, why did me and my kids come down with the flu? And sometimes it's issues like that. Sometimes your ancestors just want to strengthen your immune system. Since you pride yourself in believing in these people vaccines, and you go and get this vaccine and you end up getting it, and then your immune system is weaker than what you thought, and you was like, why? It's because you trusted in man-made stuff. Sometimes you come down with the real thing so that your ancestors can tweak your DNA. Because, see, that's what this all comes down to anyway. It comes down to DNA. Let me explain something to y'all why they keep tweaking this Rona. All right? Okay, I'm about to break this down. I'm sorry, teeny mystic. Y'all still with me? Ever since 2020, I'm going to say alleged just for the sake of somebody feeling froggy, okay? The name Kobe, the name COVID is Hebrew for the name Kobe. I broke this down to y'all in 2020 on this channel when we were called the Mystic Circle. I do not back down from any of my beliefs, and I do not back down from any of the downloads that I have received from the etheric realm. I stand 10 toes down and 20 feet strong, and I'm going to continue to. I have came too fucking far. And in the words of Lil Wayne, my fellow Libra brother from New Orleans, Louisiana, I ain't never ran from a nigga, and I'm damn sure ain't not about to pick the day to start running. You understand? So what I'm getting ready to say next, I'm going to stand on it. They needed a sacrifice. They got the whore of Babylon to sing at that man's memorial and indoctrinate all of y'all with her fuckery, using her music, and then the whole world went into a motherfucking hole called Dorona. And for 1 year and some change, we was told that we had to be locked into our dwelling places. Now, if you don't agree with what I just said, with anything, because you got a favorite celebrity and you don't think these bitches and hoes can be used for these agendas, then something is wrong with your psyche and you need to go get checked. Because these people get paid by way of how they live their lifestyle to screw us up and to set us up. And this same bitch is on tour. I said it and I'm sticking to it. It was a lot of people they used to set folks up as a sacrifice. That man was huge. The whole world felt this man leave. And they call themselves taking the sun and the moon down when that baby girl went with him. Disgusting. And I'm going to say allegedly just for my own legal rights. And y'all still don't think she a whore of Babylon after she been sitting up there on the silver horse. And I know the horse smells like fucking fish since this bitch been sitting on it. I said it because y'all don't want to believe. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth right now. If you ain't got eyes to see, you about to see today. They keep modifying this fucking Rona because they're trying to find the chosen ones through DNA. When y'all sat up there and wanted to see what country of Africa y'all come from, and y'all went and swapped them goddamn cheeks and went and did Ancestry and Me, and y'all jumped on the bandwagon because y'all didn't have enough discernment to see that they was trying to get your DNA. This shit is way far from cloning. Do you hear? This shit is beyond they clone Tyrone. They looking to try to take down the chosen ones through their DNA. They cannot swab you and take your DNA from your cheeks and tell you your great grandmammy came from Nigeria. You from Cameroon. They can't tell you that shit. They can't do that. When the man from the African one came out and said the truth, nobody heard him. The man said that we technically cannot tell you where you from by swabbing your cheeks. But y'all fucking lazy and can't do genealogy. I was 13 years old when I was looking up my mother and my father's side of the family. I took my ass to the library and used their free Ancestry.com because every library in America got Ancestry.com for free. I went and took my 13 to 15-year-old ass and went and did my own genealogy. For free at the library. But you want a quick fix giving these people your DNA when they didn't put your DNA in a bunker that is sold for billions of dollars. All because you want to see what part of Africa you come from. Most of y'all don't. Let's just put that on out there and make that very abundantly clear. Majority of y'all from here. Your mammy, your granddaddy, everybody from here. Somebody said, well, the Carolinas. Okay, I get it. You from the Carolinas. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. But it's not that freaking serious that you have participated in a mass handling in the misuse of DNA. And they figure they not after you. They after the one who going to be coming down the line to break the curse. See, that's what you don't understand. So they keep having to tweak this Rona to the DNA, trying to figure out if they can crack this code. Because, see, not everybody's helix is the same. Uh-oh, here we go. I didn't come on here to say this, but we're going to do this anyway. Not everybody's helix is the same. Not everybody got a double helix. Watch this. Some of y'all got 12 strands and don't know it. Some of y'all got 24 and don't know it. And because they group you as O positive and O negative, you think you normal. It's not normal to be able to be a universal donor. It's not normal to be able to take certain types of, oh my gosh, I'm trying to tell y'all something right now. I'm trying to tell y'all something right now.
Mommy.
Huh. What? So I'm just letting y'all know. This got everything to do with spiritual warfare, biological warfare. When we was talking about Behold the Pale Horse before the Rona hit in 2020, we used to have live online book clubs. Y'all remember that? When we was called the Mystic Circle? We used to have the online book club and tell the person who owned the publishing rights.
I want to make some popcorn.
Popcorn right there. And tell the person who owns the publishing rights came and flagged my video and got my video banned. We stopped doing on live online. The bowl is right there with popcorn in it, son. We stopped that because the person, and then when the person reached out to me, I said I said the person flagged. The person flagged, and then, hey, I want you to be quiet. Yes, behold the pale horse. The popcorn is right there. Y'all baby mystic is hollering for something that's already created. The woman got in touch with me, and this is not a hey, don't do that.
Sorry.
Hold on, y'all. I was preparing y'all. Spirit had me going through that book, and I was preparing y'all for what was going on. The man said this book was written in the 1980s. The man said World War III was going to be technology. He said it was going to be through tech. He said, and that we were already in World War III. He said it was going to be the silent wars. The man in the book came out swinging. He came out swinging. And the man had receipts through the book. And in the back of the book, you can see all his receipts. Okay? He also began to tell the secrets of certain secret societies that he either belonged to or that he closely was involved with. Okay? That woman, now watch this. The woman who owned the publishing rights, when I asked her why she flagged my stuff, and she said because I didn't have permission to read verbatim out of the book. Then I told her, I said, how? I said, but it's people like me who keeps people engaged to buy the book. And I said, this book has a lot of truth. I said, is this why I said, y'all, you bought the rights. I basically told her in so many words, so you bought the rights to silence the book. And and then she literally put ha ha ha. And then she said, y'all, I have this. Okay. This is not alleged. She put, the man died because he didn't want to pay his taxes. And then she said some other wicked shit. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, the man's, I'm not going to say the man's legacy is not protected. That's not what I'm going to say. But what I am going to say is the legacy of his book fell into, my humble opinion is that his book fell into some hands of the people that does not believe in his body of work. I feel that they're just there for a meal ticket. They know it's a controversial book that sells, and this is what it is. My personal and humble opinion is, don't buy the motherfucking book no more. I have a right to say we have freedom of speech. I said don't buy the book no more. Google the book, PDF file the book, do shit. Take up, look up YouTube videos about the book. But I wouldn't buy the book no more. I do not recommend for people to buy the book anymore. Like I said, if you can PDF file it, especially if you can get the first edition. The first edition is where it's at, because the edition, even in the edition that I had, in the book that I had that I was reading to y'all, unfortunately, that book was not the first edition. So there was a lot of things that was missing out of the book even I had, though we did have some really valid information left. Okay. So again, I personally was talking one on one with the person who owns the publishing rights to that book, and she just thought that he was a kook that basically took himself out of here because, he lives here in Arizona. By the way, the man owed taxes. That's what she said, and the man basically died, a shootout on his doorstep. I think he did take some people out with him. But we also know that they use the tactic of taxes as a bullying point. Okay, we're not gonna act like that. We At this point, everything is uncovered, everything is being revealed. There has been ever since I've been living here back in Arizona. Now what I'm getting ready to say next is along the lines is what I'm okay. Yeah, I'm gonna motherfucking say it. I'm about to say it. Y'all, sometimes you gotta talk to yourself when the spirit of fear try to come up on you. Sometimes when that spirit of fear trying to come up on you, you gotta talk yourself out of it. Or sometimes when it don't leave you, just do it afraid. So ever since I've been back here in Arizona, um, I took my kids to a certain spot that I'm privy to, that I will not say where. Um, where we have, where I have, um, I don't know how to explain this. Where I have a certain privilege that I'm able to utilize. This time, fortunately, which I believe was a point of initiation for my children, they were able to utilize this privilege with me, and we were able to. That's Teeny Mystic in the back. We were able to utilize this privilege, and my children was able to firsthand um, experience it. During this time, we were visited, we had communication with, and we seen firsthand um, certain shit. This is not alleged. I have no reason to lie. Um, we were also able to. We ended up having to leave this particular place because we began to experience what was known to us as a part of a war that was going on in the celestial realms. This was happening in front of us in real time. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason to lie. We also seen um, a big cosmic beam shoot out across the sky, and then we asked for. We had a certain signal to look for. We were told of a certain signal to look for to know when it was time to leave, when it was going to be getting too much to leave and go back in for safety purposes. This particular signal ended up happening not too long after we seen the cosmic beam shoot across the sky. And then I gathered me and my children and we hauled ass inside of the place where we were at the time into safety. This night there was a lot of cosmic activity. It was a lot going on in the celestial realms. In the three motherfucking D. This was not something that I was sitting channeling, humming. I was not on a mountaintop having a seance experience. This was 3D. You looking at yourself in the mirror, fixing your hair. You looking at your baby daddy and your cat and your dog. That's how it was. This had nothing to do with no channeling. Okay? It had nothing to do with channeling. So, the reason why I bring this up is because these specific wars that have been going on for eons over our heads is getting ready to touch the 3D. This earth. People keep talking about earth is a school, earth is a school, earth is a school, earth is a... I get all of that. But guess what? Now earth about to be something else. Now earth about to be something else. Now what else? Huh? As we are now into the age of Aquarius, I hate to break it to you, but our North Star is no longer up, up. I'm a hush on that. That's classified information. That's class. I can't tell you something you ain't worked for. So Well, you know, If my guides let me know that it's safe to share that, then I will. But see, you got to understand something. You got a lot of witches and bitches listening to this or will be listening to this, trying to figure out why some of their spell work is not working anymore. And they sitting over here talking about the earth is off its axis. That's why. And you got to move your work to so many degrees of the planets and stars for it to align. That's a lie. What has been crowned as certain things, as in the days of Pisces, is no longer. So we are seeing that new celestial beings are being crowned in this season because we're in a new age. And I'm gonna just tell y'all this right now. You can try to channel it all you want. It's on lock. Only the true folks who's supposed to know the truth is going to get those downloads. And those who can keep their mouth shut is who's going to keep them. Because some people would like to get to this information so they can figure out a way on how they spell work how they can keep working their spell work against different people. But you got to understand, they got a lot of folks who have lost their ability to scry. They've lost their ability to even read tarot. A lot of people have lost their ability to dream because they have misused their knowledge. The elders and the keeper of knowledge does not make you righteous. It just makes you an elder to certain knowledge that the world is not privy to. And when you have misused that knowledge and you've been trying to swap destinies with people and shit, now you're under judgment. Now you're under judgment. Because, see, I know what I'm talking about. I seen it firsthand. I looked up at the sky and seen what I was seeing. It's a lot of activity up there. Something is off. And I ain't just talking about the weather. Something is off. But it's also on. Because what's off for my enemies is on for me. Tell you that right now. I am not in the business of telling certain knowledge. I just won't do it. But I will tell you this. As in the days of Noah, so shall it be. We are in those days. We are in those days. Swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. Talk about aliens. That whole book is about aliens. That whole book. You don't think the Vatican knows this? The Vatican knows this. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me ask y'all a question rather. And I will really love your feedback. Let's do some multi-log while I'm on this live right now. Do you think, close the door, son, with your cute self. Y'all were in a small little space, so he just flushed the toilet. Get over it. Get over it. We're adults. Close the door. Close the door. All right, big boy. Now listen. This is a question that I have for y'all. The Roman Catholic Church has been around for centuries. We know through papal inquisitions and different other parts of how they've been involved with age-old wars. We also know from history how the church, i.e. the Roman Catholic Church, has been used as a war tactic to sway people's political points of view. So for me personally, in my humble opinion, and I have the right to my opinion, I do not believe that even the system believes in the separation of church and state. I don't believe that. I don't see it. So with that being said, I pose this question to you. If the shit that I am laying on you today is not real, then how come the Vatican has pages and pages and pages of verified documentations of exorcisms? Why do they believe in exorcising spirits from the body? Why do they believe in the sanctification of the spirit of a place? Why do they believe in the consecration of a place? If what I'm saying and what I'm putting down and you picking up ain't real, then how come they got documentation, solidified factual documentations? How come, watch this, how come they're picky about who they officiate their priests for exorcism? Do you know not every Catholic priest is officiated and deemed eligible to do exorcisms? Do you know that? And do you know that if a priest is, before they actually do exorcism, they have to contact the Vatican? Did you know that? Did you know that? They got to call the head honcho before they can do any exorcism rites on someone. Not everybody that's a Roman Catholic priest can do exorcisms. They have to go through certain things and take certain classes in order for them to be able to do that. So again, this is a real question, saints. Cause see, I can't find somebody who can battle or debate me on this. I'm not looking for a debater. I'm not looking for a battle. I'm looking for somebody that's gonna help me see that I'm crazy right now. Because I would really love to say that I'm wrong, but I know I'm not. Cause this information have came across my desk too many times, and me living in Louisiana alone has taught me that this is real. People talking about they don't believe in spirits, they don't believe in this, they don't believe in that. Okay, but your Roman Catholic Church does. People keep secrets on purpose. And how the hell do you keep secret on how to exorcise demonic spirits? How the fuck do you gatekeep something that's gonna set captives free? Kind of shit is that? That doesn't sound like regulation to me. That sounds like control and manipulation. Spirits are not only real, they're here. You got monitoring spirits. You got some that monitor you for good to help you stay protected. You got some who monitor you to go back and tell whoever such and such. Do you know your neighbor's cat may be a familiar spirit? That cat may be going back and telling its owner what you ate yesterday. Oh, she likes spaghetti? Well, let me make her some spaghetti and put some poison in it. I know that was harsh, but it's listen, I gotta be honest with y'all because it's how this shit work. You ever heard of telepathic communication? People can do that shit with, Dr. Doolittle was real. There are people that know how to telepathically communicate with animals. If crows are one of the most intelligent, oh my God, Holy Spirit, most intelligent animals on this earth, not only were they harbingers as in the days of old, but during the days before witch trials, crows were used as messengers to get their messages from healer to healer. Yes, some of them were used in a bad sense, but not all of them. Sometimes these people use black birds and black cats to scare off those who had ill intentions toward healers. The word black has been, by dictionary sense, have been brought down to feces And it's so disrespectful because it's one of the most powerful colors in this world. It's just mystery. It's mystery. I've been told y'all last year. I've been saying this shit last year. Halloween's coming early. Halloween's coming early. Halloween's coming early. And the I'm telling you right now, there is a portal that is open that is not closing. And it's a bunch of shit coming through this portal. It's about to be Halloween town every day in this motherfucker. You hear me? And I ain't scared because it's my favorite holiday. I think the way that my life has carried on for the last 30 some odd years, I'm going to be just fine in this part of my life. These people have written your name down and they have studied you. Some of these people knew who some of you were in your past lives, and they followed you through your lineage because you kept reincarnating through the same lineage. What I'm getting ready to tell y'all next. No, 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 no. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not. I'm not. Okay. I'm getting ready to tell y'all something. As I merge myself with this person, my great grandmother was named. Her nickname was Bam. She came from a little place called Opelousas, Louisiana. She married my great grandfather, who was an illegal immigrant in the United States from France. My great grandmother Bam came from a certain type of people from New Orleans that, given the circumstances of a certain particular name, they changed their last name and they moved away. You understand? Because of the hatred that ended up etching on to this person's last name, they ended up changing their last name and they moved away. The gifts of the healing never left my family lineage because the last name changed.
See?
You understand? These people be knowing who you are. They know you come and you reincarnate because you're not done yet. They know. They know that you got much work to do and they keep trying to kill you off. They keep trying to stab you up. They keep trying to set you up and they can't. And because we have now crossed over the threshold into Aquarius, their tactics are not working. They have no choice now but to let you finish what you came here for. My great grandmother grew up off the land. She was a bayou woman. She knew what berries to pick. She knew what shoe peck looked like. Stay away from the sumac. She know all of this stuff. All of these things passed down to me. Through the teachings of spirit. Some of y'all are initiated through spirit and don't even know it. Do you know you ain't got to join a secret society to be in one? Did you know that? Did you know your ancestors, in a way, your shit is connected You can be going through initiations and you don't even know it yet. Not all secret societies are evil. They're secrets for a reason. If I told you there was a secret society for witches and healers, y'all be trying to hurry up and go join it. But guess what? According to the vapors of the thin air, it don't exist until you are initiated and you know it exists. It could be called by another name. This ain't something you got to pay quarterly dues to be involved in. Do some stupid ass rituals with an apron or some bullshit. For some of us, our life has been the initiation. All the hell and tears and betrayal. So this whole life
Oh, my stomach.
has been created just to say this. I just heard the word curation. Can somebody look up what the definition of the word curation is? This is your coming out party. This is your coming out party. I just heard the song Monster Match. I see somebody dressed like Frankenstein with a cape and dancing. It's about to pop the fuck off. For some of you, this is going to be a big coming out celebration party. For others of you who are listening, this is your doom gloom bitch because you ain't nothing but a karmic whore. And you ain't got no more power, hoe. Or no deed. And you got to remember, y'all, some of us is so fly that people are just so well invested into our lives because they ain't got shit else to do with theirs, that they're going to always be well invested about you and what's going on in your life and who's in your life. So just know that these are people who don't have shit else to do with their own life because they ain't got nothing else going on for themselves but to be invested in your life because you're the shit. All right? You are the celebrity in these people's lives. And I'm talking about, this could be people from your childhood. This could be ex-lovers. This could be so used to be best friends. This could be people that you knew through so-called friends, acquaintances, people who were passerbyers, people who just, they Google your name all day long on social media just to see if shit changing in your life. That's all they do is paying for readings. Some of these people learn the tarot just to see if they can look up shit in your life. But it's not working anymore. And they keep seeing doom and gloom, but they haven't put two and two together that what they keep reading is their life and not yours. It's them. People who seeing your future and don't want you to get it, don't want you to reach that, but you're already in it. They don't see it though.
Mom, my stomach.
Okay, baby. You want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. So these things are happening as we speak. Remember, these are people who don't have anything going for themselves. They're stuck on a loop. They chose to continue to keep being karmic. They didn't want to heal themselves. So they're stuck on a loop of gossip, of jealousy. They can't get off. You just happen to be asphyxiation because you are the Michael Jackson in their life. They don't see nobody else as this except you. And that's why they are literally obsessed with you. And this is bitches with women. You feel me? This is females doing females like this. Dudes is involved too. You got some ex-lovers in there who act like they can't disconnect. They'll never have another you, and they sick because they'll never have another you. But they too prideful to say, I'm sorry, they did you wrong. But guess what? Oh my gosh, God forbid somebody else get this person. Is the love spell work still working? Are they still single? Bitch, I'm single by choice, motherfucker. It's too many people out here who's abusive for me to be sitting here talking about dating pool. Dating pool my ass. Y'all have fun. I'm in the ocean. I'm not in nobody's pool. I'm enjoying myself by the ocean. They got the ocean is healing waters. I'm single by choice, not because of some love spell. That shit don't work over here no more. That shit don't work over here no more. That's return to sender. Trust me, if I wanted to be booed up right now, I could be. I'm single by choice. By choice. And ain't no witch or no warlock can fuck with me. And I mean that from my bone gristle. We are too far into 2023 to still be going through the same shit over and over again. We dismantle every single demonic incantation over our lives. We dismantle the right of any witch and warlock to dabble in our lives. Nobody gets to tell us what to do in this chapter of the fucking book of our lives. You understand? Kiss me where you miss me, bitch. We're not doing this anymore. It's not even about a subscription. We are far from subscribing to it. It is invalid. It's turned. Listen, we have now entered into the vortex of reversals. This is it, y'all. This is it. They cannot do this shit. It's already back on them. Y'all don't see these people in the uproar. Y'all don't hear about it. You better go check on your local witch shop. Because if they've been doing shit they ain't supposed to do, and that closed sign is hanging on the door, that's why. This is it. At this point, you ain't even gotta walk your path slowly or silently. We're not hiding anymore. This is motherfucking it. We're not hiding anymore. We're not. We out here. And we living our best lives. We're no longer going for that punk shit. Now these people's spells is coming back to haunt them. That's why this portal is open. You can't be conjuring up shit and not feeding the spirits that you have conjured up. And a lot of these things have been promised stuff and have not been given their promises. So yes, they're angry and they're pissed. Yes, son. Okay, come over here and be quiet. Here, get your sandwich, baby. A lot of us are not having it no more. We're done. And you have every right to protect yourself and defend yourself by any means necessary. Send these motherfuckers to the grave if you have to. You will. Listen. You will be excused from doing so. People who kept coming for you, listen, these people were banking on you to not wake up and fight back. You hear me? They was banking on you to not wake up and fight back. And now that you have, they not only scared, they don't know what the fuck to do. Didn't it say your enemies was gonna come at you one way, I was gonna make them flee seven? Well, baby, they fleeing. And they fleeing in seven or more ways. Talk about more than one way to skin a cat. You damn right. People are losing their shit. Because everything they put out there is coming back to them now. It's happening in real time as I speak this. You came after me, you came after my children, y'all all gotta motherfucking go. You can't come after somebody and their kids and then you got kids and think your kids ain't gonna get touched. No, that's the universal law. Whatever you put out there, you're gonna get back. See, people have been taught that there's no such thing as karma. That's a motherfucking lie. Don't let these people preach you into a motherfucking stupor. Give me that water, that coconut. Yep. Thank you. Don't let these people preach you into your grave now. Talking about karma ain't real. Are you crazy? Karma is very real. And she's the best private investigator I've ever seen. Trust and believe that. And she is knocking on the matter of fact, she didn't employ so many helpers. She coming in so many different forms. I feel even now as I'm speaking, I'm seeing it right now. There are spirits and conjurings that are of old that have been placed on mountaintops, even in certain parts of California, that is being released. I see it being broken right now. Do you hear me? You may say in the name of Jesus. I may say in the name of love. Let's stick together. I don't care what you call it. We just gonna say, as long as it leads you to love and peace, this is what we doing. I see this in the spirit as I'm speaking right now. Like in the days of old when these druid priests went up there and was conjuring shit for powerful people. And Hollywood was able to hold itself and anchor itself in these spells. My God, Holy Spirit, help me. I almost went off in the tongue. I see it being broken. Magic Mountain is no more. As I'm talking to y'all, it's like rings, light rings. Oh, Holy Spirit, somebody's talk back to me who understand. Light rings being broken. These were old conjurings that they went up to the mountains and conjured on to anchor their spells of illusions and deceptions into. The foundation is now broken. Are you ready? Uh-huh. Now we getting back to the Nina Simone. Are you ready, my people? Are you ready? Yeah, they afraid that when we was going to come into power, we was going to do to them that they did to us. You best be afraid. I ain't guaranteeing nobody's safety. You better be afraid. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm your motherfucking boogeyman. And it's a lot more me where I come from. You better be afraid. You got every right to be afraid. How dare you do centuries and centuries of pain and hell and killings and putting people through this bullshit and thinking that when these people come into power, they supposed to have mercy and sing kumbaya and peace. Motherfucker, I come to bring a sword. I don't come to bring peace. My peace is in my sword. It's in my blade. My peace is within my blade. And every time I will that motherfucker, peace is going to be still. Because I command it to be so. And the people that I'm raising up, so be it. Don't you ever apologize for walking in a place and disrupting that place when that place needs disruption. Don't ever motherfucking apologize for that shit. Some places don't need peace. It needs disruption. Disruption is what it needs. The hell you gonna be living in the age of Aquarius and not understand that one of the ruling planets is Uranus? The planet of what? Disruption. You disrupt shit. And I'm an Aquarius by nature. My sun sign is Libra. But see, y'all don't know how my shit is made up. Huh. Been activated. And a child shall lead them. Shout out to my 80s babies because we are the game changers. See, Generation Z, Gen Z is sleeping on us. In our older generation, the generation that gave birth to us, that's over us, before us, they slept on us because they don't respect us. But we are the motherfucking game changers. We bridge this shit. While you out here playing, we are the key, the master key. And I stand 10 toes down on that, 20 feet tall. We are the game changers, 80s babies. And I ain't talking about you motherfuckers who lie and say you born in the 80s, but you really born in the 70s. I'm talking about real 80s children. We fit this motherfucker. I ain't trying to say you born in the 70s, y'all not special. Y'all got your own fittings. Y'all have your own fittings. But it's something about the decade of the 80s that was extremely special. We are the last born that knew how to play in the motherfucking rain. Uh-oh, come on. Let's take a walk down memory lane. Like Minnie Riperton sang. Come on, y'all. You with me? Y'all know what it looked like to make a mud pie, don't you? You know how when we went out there, we picked them little weeds and we mixed that mud up and we acting like we was playing house and we was cooking greens. What about that freeze tag? Come on. Where you at? I'm even give y'all 1979. Where my 79 is at? Cause see, you was coming in. You come in. You supposed to help us. 79, you the teacher. Where you at? 78, you the teachers.
Ma,
Huh? What about 77?
Ma,
You the teachers. 70s children, you supposed to be the teachers. You supposed to aid us. And it's so much motherfucking competition out here. Who got the biggest ass? Who got the longest hair? Who got the tightest abs? Who man the finest? Who woman the most fine? I'm so tired of this shit. Materialistic stuff that don't matter. Get on this game. Get on this level. Who done helped the most people? That's the kind of shit I want to see. Who got the most points in the healing game right now? Who out here making the most difference? That's the kind of numbers game we should be out here playing. Huh? The 70s kids are supposed to be our big brothers and our big sisters. Supposed to be teaching the 80s babies. Cause see, we're the sages in the mages. We're the sages in the maj, the magicians, and the mystics. 80s babies, that's who we are. And the healers, and the root workers, and the seers, and the dividers. We separate the moon from the sun. We separate the rain from the sunshine. We separate the heat from the coldness. We are the bridgers. That's why we're the master key. We either gonna separate or bring together. 80s babies, when they start looking to you, all of a sudden when you at your job and they asking you for more advice, all of a sudden your manager want to speak to you and you like, oh my God, what did I do wrong? And they call you in there and then they asking you for advice. It's because you're being acknowledged. It's about to start happening. I'm hearing the crown has been placed on your head. Somebody need to hear this. There's a healing taking place within the lineage. Parents didn't do you right. Your siblings counted you out. Too busy wanting to be the golden child. Instead of y'all sticking together to heal the lineage. People are going to have to either bow, apologize, something got to give. You are the chosen one. You are the chosen one. You didn't go through all of this hell to continue to go through hell. You don't stay here. That's the beauty of all of this. You went through it already. The worst is behind you. And now you're here. I heard new levels, new devils. Yeah, because you're going to have people hating on you because of the way that you shine. But let me tell you something. I'm out of apologies. I don't have an apologetic bone in my body anymore. That has been worked out of me. Now the baker needs that dough. And then that baker takes that rolling pin and roll that dough out. That's what happened to me. I've been needed so much in this journey. And I have been under that rolling pin, being stretched and worked and stretched and worked and stretched and worked for so long. I don't have an apologetic bone in my body. I don't need to apologize for I shine when God has polished me to shine this way. If you get blinded by staring at me too motherfucking hard, that is your business. That's your worries. You need to go to the optometrist and figure out how to get your vision back. That ain't my problem. Stop staring so fucking hard. Call me Black Obsidian. I am going to shine because I'm absorbing all of this sunlight and I'm making good use of it. Period. Call it what you want. Some people gonna watch this. Your coming out party is around the corner. You ready? I heard coronation. You ready? Watch this. Some people gonna say you smelling yourself. So what? Let them talk. Let them talk. You a conversation piece. You like the Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond was to walk in a room around the neck of a dignitarian. Guess what'll happen? Everybody be talking about it. How she got the Hope Diamond? Oh my God. That's the most priceless piece in the world. That's what you are. You are the Hope Diamond on two legs. Let these motherfuckers talk. You probably gonna be the most exciting thing they ever see in their lifetime. Let them talk. Maybe you were created as a conversation piece. Maybe you are the vase that they would never be able to afford. Let them look and not touch. And before you walk outside your door and you see your reflection in the mirror and you see how you look, even on your dress down day, know and know this with every fiber in your being, you are still the righteousness of God. And know that can't nobody compare to you. Nobody. And my use of God is different from your use of God. Please know that. I don't talk about no destructive entity, creature. I'm talking about benevolent energies. And it's time to come up and come out of harping on stories over and over and over again. Things happen to us in our lives. Yes. Sometimes it takes a hell of a hard time to get over them. Yes. But to keep reliving this shit, it's a torture. And it's a torture to you. And it's a torture to your future. So you have to make a decision. Do I want to keep rehashing this shit for the sake of somebody feeling bad for me? Feeling sorry for me? So I can get somebody's sympathy? Or do I pick myself up and heal? There's times for war and there's times for peace. There's times for sorrow and there's times for joy. There is times where you are going to be depressed. There's times where you are going to be down. There is. However, do your best to not stay there. Because again, look, I love y'all, but I'm not going to be giving out sympathy. We have moved past a certain threshold, and this is just where the fuck we are. We're not going to keep hashing out the same stories over and over again, expecting the same, no, we got to move on. We have to move on. Soldiers, move on. We are in a warfare. Call of Duty type shit. We have to move on. You don't see a soldier during war going to from soldier to soldier talking about, oh, I got shot in my shoulder. Oh, I got shot in my shoulder. And then they just like, oh, I'm sorry. Come here, let me hug you. They all have to stay alert. They all have to stay alert. I want to tell y'all a little story real fast. It's a biblical story, but I kind of like to think that I tell stories really good. So just hold on to your little britches, because here we go. There's a little story. It's a biblical story, but I like to teach it because to me, it gives me several points. There's a movie called 300 that's kind of based on this. It's called Gideon. There was a man named Gideon, okay? And he was going to be going to war against this army of thousands, okay? He had a bunch. He had thousands and thousands of them. But he kept going to God in prayer. This is what they said the golden fleece comes from, okay? I'm going to skip that little part because preachers preach, they try to teach you to not put out a golden fleece. But I'm here to tell you that if you got a question, you better ask it if you want to answer. People talking about don't question God. That's a motherfucking lie. Guess what? You better question. Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the ancestors, whether you believe in the universe, you better question it. If you want to answer, so you can be able to maneuver and make your next steps on this chess piece, you best ask questions. Okay? Gideon, who was getting ready to go for battle, kept asking God certain questions. He kept saying, if this be true, show me this. Or if this be true, then, okay. The moral of the story, what I want to focus on, was how he was able to differentiate between was worthy, who was a worthy soldier to take to war, and who was worthy to be kicked out.
Hey, wait.
He went from thousands of people to 300. Gideon watched his soldiers. Sorry, y'all. Gideon watched his soldiers. Okay? Gideon watched his soldiers very closely. One of the ways that he could tell that if a person was fit, a good soldier, he watched them take a drink from a body of water in the ground. Some of them lapped like dogs. And then the other one put the water in their hands and brought it up to their face. Okay? The ones that was able to watch their surroundings while they were taking up water in their bodies was the ones that stayed. And the reason why he had them stay was because he understood that they had to be alert at all times. This reduced his army from thousands to 300 men. He consulted God. God told him, I'm going to take your enemies and I'm going to put them into your hands. And do you know, Gideon went to war with 300 men against thousands and he won. Some of you do not know it yet. Even me, myself, as I'm talking to y'all, getting this revelation of my own life. You never knew you was Gideon. You never knew that you were the leader of an army. And that your whole entire life, God, alongside your ancestors and your guardian, ranking angels, was vetting people out of your life this whole time. As you got older, God continued to vet people who lapped like a dog in your life and who was bringing the water up to their face to drink as they watched their surroundings. Listen to me. I hope y'all are catching what I'm saying. I hope y'all are picking up what I'm putting down because it has continued even into your adult life. You wonder why your sister fell off. Why your best friend of 22 years fell the fuck off. This girl was in my wedding. Oh my God. I'm so hurt. My brother stole from me. My mama put me in danger. Oh, my daddy abandoned me. Oh, my own husband did me dirty, tried to kill me. Oh, my wife cheated on me with the milkman. And you're trying to put pieces together when this whole time your life people has been vetted from you. So you didn't know that you had to test these people because your ass was getting ready to go to war. But you see, in order for you to go to war and to effectively win, you need people that is got the same mindset as you. Your war may be love. Somebody else's war may be finances. Somebody else's war may be, the spirit of diabetes in the family. Somebody else's war may be, oh my God, who am I speaking to? Cancer may be the war in your family. And here you thought it was about friendships. This is what is going on. This is what's happening. So the weak had to fall off. They were being vetted from you. Unfortunately, everybody is presented in your life when it comes to you I don't, you know, this is not going to apply to everybody, and that's okay. If it doesn't apply, just continue listening. You may come across somebody, or you may have a child that this may apply to. You may not be the curse breaker or the so-called black sheep in your family. You may not be, you may be the golden child listening to this right now. But let me tell you something: the golden child eventually turns into the black sheep and the scapegoat when the scapegoat leaves the family. You hear me? You hear me? So this may not apply to you. This is fine. This is okay. But to whomever I'm speaking to and this resonates with deeply, I'm talking about on a soul level, a cellular level, a spiritual level, a mental level, a psychological level, a physiological level. I'm trying to penetrate every fiber of your being so that when you get it in there, you'll recognize it. Because from this day forward, you will be able to see why certain things are happening. The veil today, under the sound of my voice, has been lifted in your life. Because not only are you chosen, you've been chosen to be a leader in the army. And this specific army may have a title on it. The curse is finances in your family. This is an example. Everybody has been met with poverty in your bloodline. This thing has been running rapid in your bloodline until it got to you. It ran out. And guess what? You got this ugly ass, evil ass auntie named Lisa. And I'm saying this because I actually have an evil ass auntie named Lisa who loves fucking with witchcraft. Okay? I got to use me as an example. You got somebody in your family who's seen you even before you was born. And they seen you was the one. So guess what? They became the thorn in your side all your life. Okay? They became that thorn in your side your whole life. Trying to stop you in your tracks. Trying to sabotage your life. Fuck with you. Because you are the one that's supposed to be breaking the poverty curse. Now watch this. This time they trying to keep you in poverty while they're trying to take your throne. They're trying to sit in the seat that you were born and created and molded in this lifetime to sit on. So because they look like their life is full of wealth, you don't know how they got that. So to you, it looks like they're doing good and you're struggling, but that's not the case. Not only have they used your energy to get a lot of this stuff, but they've also done spell work to get it. I got people in my family that plays with dead people's social security numbers, and I hope they get caught. I'm just going to say it like that. I ain't going to say no names. But I have people in my family that I know of. That's what they do. They play with dead people's social security numbers. They get finger hooked in dead people's names. They max out the credit in these dead. Do you hear me? That's all they do is wear jewelry and talk a lot of shit and lease cars every 6 months. I'm in the new Benz. I'm in the new Mercedes. And I'm in the new this. And I'm in the new BMW. And that's all they can do. Because they can't do nothing other than that. They're on a cyclic loop. They're on a loop of doing all kind of con artists and conjure shit. Because they can't be you. And now they got to pay the piper. Somebody, oh my God, do you hear me? And now, watch this. As their problems is heaping up on their head, God is just going to slowly and beautifully ease you right into your destiny. And they going to be so concerned with keeping the FBI off of their motherfucking back that you just going to easily walk into your destiny. Matter of fact, you going to stroll in that motherfucker. You going to skip and hop and jump rope. You going to, listen, you're going to do a hopscotch in that bitch. Because this time is where you have fun. For some of you, This may be sickle cell. It could be a certain physical disease. This could be certain mental illnesses. It ran in your family until it ran into you and now then ran out. You hear me? You are the soldier. You are the leader of the army that has been called to rise up right now. And your army consists of people. People you have not met yet. People who are on your same vibe. People who think like you, who act like you, who walk like you, who talk like you, who love like you, who wants to reciprocate the same energy that you give, because you have given a lot of energy that you have not received back. People who did a lot of witchcraft to keep you down and keep you sad, don't want to see you with nobody, don't want to see you with nothing, don't want to see you happy, don't want to see you smile. These people are miserable in themselves. These people can get the world and they still fucking miserable because they're not you. These people are scared to heal because they know they gotta listen. They don't have to heal to pay back what they did to you. Some people think, oh, if I heal, that means I gotta pay back the karma. Bitch, you gonna pay it back anyway. You ain't gotta heal. Stay dirty, demon. Stay dirty, ho. Please stay dirty. By all means, stay dirty. Stay rolling in the motherfucking deep, bitch. The deep in the shit that you put yourself in. Cause you can't even get yourself out now. Please stay rolling in that. Cause at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you heal or not. You're still gonna have to pay the piper. You healing actually helps you, dummy. Don't help me. It helps you. Some people literally feel like if they stay demonic and they don't heal, that you never will get a payback. But the payback is that you stay miserable. Sometimes that's the payback that is needed. The fact that you won't heal and the fact that you're gonna stay miserable, looking like a motherfucking hobbit in the face. Sometimes that's just where it's at. Cause see, people who are doing the work is gonna get rewarded. That's another universal law that can't be stopped or skipped over. What you put in, you get out. The law of reaping and sowing. Everybody got to cross the river Styx. Everybody. It's not the crossing over that's the problem. It's where you go after you cross over. Some of y'all don't even know where the fuck y'all ending is. And for your sakes, you're not going to see it until it's too late. Because you've worked yourself into a small little really hot place in hell. And that's another thing. Stop telling people hell ain't real. All of this is a construct. Trust me, this shit is more real than you think. There's different versions of hell. And you thinking you trapping somebody in one, you thinking you escaping another, you must be fooled. And let me tell you the truth, everybody who's listening to me. The cold-blooded part about all of this is that the people who were casting the illusions were under illusions themselves. And now that the veil has lifted, a lot of people are so in fear. They are afraid. They are afraid because of what they're seeing. I'm telling you, you ever that the ghetto boys mind playing tricks on me. Dun da da dun 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 da da dun 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 da da dun 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 dun. Y'all know that song. That's what's happening right now to your enemies. They're about to be so tied up, and they still coming after y'all with them PPP loans. Trust and believe that. They ain't forgot about you. Some of these people who got folks that work in the system, and they went and took your name off of what uh your parent or your relative left you, and put this person name on there, and these people went and got your house, or they went and got your money that was left to you. Do you not know you was being monitored that whole time? See, what you don't understand is the police and the feds are two different people. The feds play the long game. When they went and got Frank White, they had years of charges on this man. When the feds get involved and high government get involved, these motherfuckers play the long game. They play the long game. See, they don't come in right when you do it. They don't come in right when you steal somebody's house or you take their money. Nah, they come in right when you're in your little garden. Yeah, picking your little ugly ass tomatoes and sipping on your red wine while you're over there with your newborn child and your dog, and you're over there with your ugly ass husband. Yeah, they come in. They come in when you're at your banquet and your ball and you're acting like you like Grey Poupon because you think you're invested in somebody. You're somebody now that you're not. You think because you stole somebody's shit that now you have taken on the persona of that person. They come in when you're comfortable. They don't come in right when you do the crime. They don't come in right then and there. They wait till you get good and invested in your crime. Because a lot of the times, when you create one crime like that, and you running out, usually you run behind and do another crime similar too. They get them years on your ass. And let me just say this. When it's my time to press charges, bitch, I'm going all in. I'm having a field day. I'm not having no. When I say no kind of sympathy, motherfucker, y'all all going to jail. I don't care who you are. They might arrest you while you're at your party. I want you to be embarrassed, bitch. Put them in handcuffs at their child's second birthday party. Put them in motherfucking cuffs. Yep. I want you to flood that bitch. I want everybody. I take pictures, ho. Be on live. Be on Instagram live. I want it to be seen. I want you to be humiliated in the worst way, and you shall be. This ain't gonna resonate for everybody. Trust me, payday is here. It ain't coming, it's here. Payday is here. Payday is here. Like old boy said, Dre Day was Easy's payday. That we play chess, bitch. We play chess. You have to understand, your enemies was fucking with you under an illusion so bad, they wasn't even playing checkers. They was playing Connect Four. Mic drop.
Where's my sandwich?
Right here, baby. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Pay attention to the world events that are happening. I told y'all last year, and I told y'all this year. that it was going to be a lot of people going to jail, and that they was going to be hiding a bunch of stuff under RICO charges. I told y'all the video's still up there. Y'all go look at it. And guess what's happening? It's a it's a lot of folks going down, and it's a lot of silent charges that's been placed under RICO charges. So it's happening. What I've said has came to pass, is coming to pass. It's happening now as I speak this. So get ready to be put in position, my baby clapping. Get ready to be put in position. Get ready to be placed in line. But also know this, people had to fall off. They had to fall off in your life, y'all, because they weren't fit to go to battle with you. A lot of these people who was acting like they was a part of your, a lot of these people was acting like they was a part of your army, like they was for you. Nah, their plan was to get in good with you and be alongside of you, so that in the heat of the battle they can pierce your side with the spear they got. With the spear, just boom, and make it seem like somebody else did it. Some people was trying to kill you in the heat of the battle, acting like they was on your side. But wait until you was asleep and sneak in your tent and then off you like that. So yeah, people had to be vetted. Unfortunately, family had to go, friends had to go, mamas and daddies had to go. Hell, siblings had to go, even pets. Some of y'all don't even understand the implication of that. Some of these pets were sent to y'all as monitoring spirits. As much as I love Buddy, my dog, y'all remember my buddy dog, my dog Buddy. As much as I love Buddy, I actually got Buddy from a Russian soldier. It was a Russian family. This man used to be in the military, Russian military. When I got Buddy, they was getting rid of Buddy because they was reducing their family down to one dog. So Buddy was free. Buddy looked just like the dog on the fool's card. And I didn't realize that Buddy looked like this dog on the fool's card until it was time for me to give him away. Because I couldn't take care of him anymore because I was on the run doing my best to save my life from people who was trying to take me up out of here and use me as a sacrifice. And now that I'm back in the same state of these people who have done that too, I have realized that sometimes God will bring me back to a place to wreak havoc on the people who've done me dirty. My presence alone in that place starts a chain of events of hell in people's lives. And I didn't realize that. Almost like a Pandora effect. Okay? So that's why I'm back here now. You should never have been fucking with me. You should have stayed in the corner picking your nasty ass nose instead of being worried about me and what the fuck I had going on in my future. And now you gotta pay, bitch. Because that means, especially if I see these people in person. I'm just gonna say that right the fuck now because I know they be watching. I noticed that not too long after I see them, because sometimes they don't even be knowing I'm in there. Yeah. Then not too long after that, shit starts happening. You should have thought about that before you came for me. But again, that's what happens when people are driven by the spirit of jealousy. They don't see goodness in themselves, but they see everything in you and they want to be you, so they try to take your life. And they try to become you. These are disgusting ass, ugly ass, sloppy ass bitches who ain't got nothing else to do with their life but to watch you and to try to be you. Sick, disgusting assholes. Somebody say, oh, she talking shit. I'ma show her, bitch. Fix that candle if you want. Cast that spell if you want, bitch. It won't leave your motherfucking house. You should know by now. Because when the disease hits your family that won't leave you, and it end up in death, you caused it. Because you keep coming for me. And anybody at any age in your house can get it. I do not fucking discriminate. Not anymore. Buddy, I do believe my dog Buddy at the time, now looking back, he was a monitoring dog. And I didn't realize that. I couldn't see it. Now I see it. That dog was put in my life to monitor me. That dog was a portal for people to see what I was doing in real time. There are levels to this. That's why you best listen. You better be careful. When you getting a pet, I don't give a damn if it's a goldfish. Make sure that it's sent to you and you sent to it. And it's meant to be in your life. Sometimes you're not gonna know until it's too late. And sometimes even that serves a purpose, y'all. Sometimes we're not gonna know why things are allowed to happen. It's just what it is. That's just what it is. I hope that whatever I have said has helped anybody who's listening. I know I've touched different things. I've touched different things. And that was on purpose. I was not all over the place by accident. This is purposely done. I, I'm grateful and thankful that I'm getting better at talking live because I finished all my points. And I hope this sows seeds of encouragement and people that it resonated. We are not about to get in this part of our season in our life. We're not about to give these people any more energy. We are going to focus on doing good shit. Okay. So with that being said, the next ritual, the next ritual that I will be doing will be focusing on certain energies. And I'm going to elaborate on that very soon. Not right now, but I'm going to be elaborating on that soon. Until then, I'm grateful and thankful for your ear. I'm grateful and thankful for your attention. And anybody, please, the $5 readings, you can put in on the $5 one card readings, but I probably won't start until tomorrow. I'm still taking time off, just because I've been taking time to rest. Just because I've been taking time to rest and gather myself and just really receive, not even downloads, just to rest, y'all. Sometimes we need to fucking unplug. Sometimes we need to unplug, okay? And this was my time to really unplug and just focus on me, just me as an individual, not Rafiki Simone, not Jessica, just as a body, as a someone who is here in this earth. Y'all, please take time to unplug. Y'all don't have to be engaged in tarot all the time. You know, if you're a tarot reader, unplug. Just unplug. I know it's gonna feel weird because it feels like a second, you know, extension. It feels like a limb or something, but just unplug for a little bit, and you're gonna be just fine. All right. Until next time, I will be doing some video. I will be doing readings on some of your suggestions because I am getting back to world events and I am getting back to world things. Y'all, this political party mess is about to blow up, so be paying attention to it. We may, okay? I'm not, listen to me. I said we may, okay? Spirit is saying the energy has not made it sure yet, but I'm going to end this video with this. We may be entering into a time where we may not see a president for a while. We may go into a deliberation to a degree where there will be a pause on presidency. Okay? We may. The energies are pointing toward this, okay? This actually may be for the greater good so that local governments can, so that we as a people can fixate our gaze heavier and more intently upon local governments. All right? But the energy that I've been picking up is that we may end up going into a non-presidential energy. Okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Keep me and my children in prayer. All evil was returned back to sender, 1,000 times harsher than what they sent it to me and mine. I send out love to those who love me and mine. Peace and prosperity and oneness to us all. Until next time, love you all.